Elon Musk, the billionaire, with his overhaul of the federal government. With Robert Costa.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah!
Tesla protests across the country have been a response to the Department of Government Efficiency initiative, known as DOGE.
One of the biggest functions of the DOGE team is just making sure that the presidential executive orders are actually carried out.
How many people are actually in DOGE now? And what are
Katie Drummond is the global editorial director of Wired.
When you think about SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, the person who owns and runs all of these companies is, flying on Air Force One with President Trump.
After years of covering Silicon Valley, Wired was ready to cover the ascent of tech billionaires into politics.
He gets it done. He's a leader.
Yeah.
The magazine endorsed Trump's opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris, last year.
I thought that the inauguration was such a stark moment of realization, I think should be a moment of realization for everyone in the United States about who really runs this country.
Who's running it? Elon Musk or President Trump?
The technology industry. What? You think about the trillions of dollars. There is so much power in the technology industry. And when you combine that with, essentially collusion.
Well, I think you always have to look at the danger of conflicts of interest with anybody. But at the same time, I would say that one of the virtues of being as wealthy as he is he hardly needs to rig the game.
But who has oversight then over Musk at this point?
Donald J. Trump. He is the chief executive officer of the United States. He was elected by the American people, and he's acting as the president of the United States. He's trying to change the bureaucracy.
Newt Gingrich is a Republican former Speaker of the House and a longtime Trump ally.
Trying to broker a budget deal.
Gingrich became a household name 3 decades ago for his own push to shrink the federal government.
Many members feel very deeply that they were sent here to balance the budget, to bring wasteful federal spending under control. First of all, the government's much sicker than it was in 1995. It's had a huge growth of bureaucracy, a huge growth of left-wing ideology, much bigger deficits.
Come on up here, Elon.
Trump has been campaigning for 10 years. He's found in Elon Musk the kind of person who has the drive, the toughness, the intelligence to really fundamentally take on the deep state and change it in ways that would normally be unthinkable. These are tough decisions.
In the 1990s, Gingrich pressured the Democratic Clinton administration to embrace conservative budget cuts.
So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes.
There'll be some people laid off that probably shouldn't have been. There'll been some contracts that are dropped that probably shouldn't have been. But the question
or some things that happen where the government...
On balance, does this system need to be fixed, even at the risk of fixing it? Is going to be some things that aren't totally 100%, because you slow down enough to try to avoid any possible mistake, you'll get nothing done.
In a statement to Sunday Morning, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said DOGE has been incredibly transparent and that President Trump has stated he will not allow conflicts, and Elon himself has committed to recusing himself from potential conflicts. Elon Musk remains empowered.
But there's no turning back, you're saying?
I'm just here trying to make government more efficient.
It is very clear, and I think should be very clear to anyone who has watched Elon Musk and how he operates for any period of time, his work ethic and his ambitions are limitless, right? I think we are really sort of only at the beginning of what has the potential to be a much more seismic transformation of these federal agencies, of the federal infrastructure, for as long as Elon Musk is involved in this transformation.
You're fired. Get out of here.